Welcome to Glaze's Geezer Garage. This week we're going to mount this linear actuator. So the hood moves up and down under its own power with this linear actuator. It's a 12 volt linear actuator. It's a 10-inch stroke. But let me walk you through how we're going to do that. So hope you enjoy the video. So what I've been doing is I put the hood on. I've been measuring up for the linear actuator to open the hood. Calculated where I'm going to mount it based on a 10-inch stroke linear actuator, but I was a little concerned about how I was going to mount it here. But I decided I did a pretty heavy plate here. I bent this this angle in to go around here because it's just going to add strength. So this goes in basically like this. And I will glue that in there with the 3M body panel glue. That stuff's pretty stout. I may try to work a nut an insert nut into the fiberglass for a little bit of extra. It looks like I have room here for two up toward the top. But yeah, that's my intentions right now. The linear actuator will mount to this and give the hood some more support. Let me show you what I've done. So I showed you this plate before I made. So I put insert nuts into the fiberglass, 4 places. I bent it around this edge to give it some reinforcement. And then I welded these 2 tabs on here that are gonna hold the cylinder rod, the linear actuator rod. You can see that right there. So now I'm going to put the linear actuator in there in the closed position, close the hood so I can position the other end down here. So what I'm doing now is making the lower mounting plate for the other end of the linear actuator, which is right there. There's a bracket for that. And I'll show you how I'm going to mount that, but I'm going to weld that to the chassis there. I'm going to thread those 2 holes, and the bracket that bolts to here is going to be slotted so I can have adjustment for the closing distance. So this is the mounting bracket. What I'm going to do is, this hole's already slotted. I'm going to go ahead and slot this hole back so I can have some travel to move that forward or back to get the proper closure without a limit switch. Just saves a lot of hassle. I wanted to show you how I mounted the bracket. Of course, I have a mounting pad that I had to weld to the chassis, but if you notice, I slotted the holes into the pin bracket, if you want to call that, or the pivot bracket, so I can make a fine adjustment. That way, there's a limit switch at each end of the linear actuator. By putting this adjustment on there, I didn't have to put any kind of travel limit switches. Everything worked great. I think I have the final adjustment there, but as you can see, I got a lot of adjustment either way. Of course, I don't have a washer on there, but I'll have a washer on there when I do the final assembly. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Thanks for watching this week's video on Glaze's Geezer Garage. I hope you enjoyed how we mounted the linear actuator and created this hood to go up and down with the push of a button. Listen, if you have any questions, any further detailed questions about how I did it, feel free to bleep boop it down there or throw me a little comment. But hey, really getting closer to 1,000 subscribers. I'd like to reach that here quickly. But yeah, like, subscribe and share. We really appreciate you guys. Again, if you have any questions, just give me a comment.